Okay, good afternoon and welcome to Shulchan Aruch Yomi Yeshiva's YouTube. We're learning today Siman Samach Dalid, number 64. Dinah Toa B'Kriya Shema. If you make a mistake in Kriya Shema, right? Sometimes you don't have a sitter with you. Take out your phone and the app, the ArtScroll app is down. I actually bought the ArtScroll Sitter app. I really didn't like it so much. I paid 31 shekel for it. They charged me for this app. It took a while to load, especially I don't. It's like not downloaded. I don't know, and it takes a long time, especially if you're underground or in a place where you don't have good reception. It takes a while to get to the right spot. I have the Klilas Yofi, which is a free download, which is actually much better. So don't worry if you don't have a sitter with you. Just download your app. You have a kosher phone, so I'm sure they have the app for the Klilas Yofi Safer sitter. I'm sure, obviously, they have that, right? They must have that because it's tefillah, you know. I'm joking. You can't get any apps on the kosher phone. Let's get started. Aleph, Karlam Afreya lo yatsa. If you read Kriya Shema Lim Afreya, we're going to see this means you said psukim out of order. You're not yotze. The Gemara says how you has to be in order. But medvar amurim b'seder psukim. That's only talking about, let's say, you're in the first parak, and you say v'hafta es Hashem lokecha b'chol levavcha. You say that pasuk after the second pasuk, something like that. Avalim hikdim parsha lechaver. Let's say you said v'yayim shamoa before v'hafta. Afal pishen rashrai yatsa. Even though you're not supposed to do that because Chazal made a specific order. The pishen is smuchala b'Torah because we're really coming from placement in the Torah. The truth is, the third parsha of Kriya Shema actually precedes the first two. The first parak in Kriya Shema is in Devarim, I believe, in Parshas Eikev, Parak Vav, I think. And the second parak is in Rei, I think, Parak Yud Aleph. And then the third parak, you got to go all the way back to Bamidbar, to the end of Parshas Shlach, I think. So it's not in order in the Torah, so therefore, with the Evid, you can rearrange it. The parshios. Beis kara parsha v'taba. Let's say you read a parsha and you made a mistake. You skipped a pasuk or you skipped a word. In yodei chanta, if you know which pasuk you missed, could go in shekara kula shadilek pasuk echad be'emsa. You missed one pasuk. Close the rosh also a pasuk of the gomer parsha. You don't have to go all the way back to the beginning of the parsha. Just go back to that pasuk. Close the rosh parsha. If you know you made a mistake, you left out a word, you left out a pasuk. So it doesn't help to say it after you finish the parak. You have to go and restart the whole parak. The Shabbat talks about if you missed one word, can you go back to the middle of that? If the pasuk is in the middle, if the word is in the middle of a pasuk, and you start from that word, you have to go back to the beginning of the pasuk. Of course, you know the result. He's machmir. You got to go back to the beginning of the pasuk. I don't know why you'd have to go back to the beginning of the pasuk. I mean, there is a Gemara that says kol pasuk lo paske Moshe lo paskina. If Moshe didn't make a hefsek and a pasuk, we don't make a hefsek over here, but I don't know. We're not the Chachila telling you to read as two different psukim. I think the Yevid would be okay, but that's the psak in Mishabura Gimel. Tab in Parsha leParsha Shudei Shasiyam Parsha V'Eni Yudei Rishona and Shniya. Right, the first two parshas they sound similar, right? They both speak about Ksavtam Leos Ayadach, Shartim Leos Ayadecha, and Ksavtam Zos Beisach Visharecha. And they speak about Zuzah, they speak about Tefillin, Liban Torah. They end off pretty much very similar. So you don't know which one you left out of pasuk. Close the parsha Rishon v'Yaschel v'Hayim Shamoa. You have to go back to the first one and finish it there, right? Let's say you were unsure if you said about Tefillin, so you're not sure if at the end of the second parak or the first parak. You go back to the first parak, finish that, and then do the whole second parak again. Now the halacha is that we paskin, Shulchan Aruch is paskin, only the first pasuk of Kriya Shema is Doraisa. It's only the first pasuk of Kriya Shema is Doraisa. It means the rest of the first parak of Kriya Shema, which ostensibly is what we're talking about over here, not talking about the first pasuk. Which means the rest of it is Darabanan. So shouldn't we say Savik Darabanan the Kula and let you be Makel and go, if you're not sure if you're in the first parak or the second parak, go back to just the place where you made a mistake in the second parak. That is the question for Ian Shulchan Aruch, Ian to lean on. Stay tuned coming up after this year, you'll get an answer to that question from me, personally, from me. Dalid. Yeah, Omid b'chsaftam, ain't no idea b'chsaftam, shparsha rishon b'chsaftam, shparsha shniyah, right? Like I said, very similar words. You don't know if you're talking about the mezuzah in the first parsha or the second parsha. Chozer al b'chsaftam shel rishona. This is really just an explanation of what you said before. But hani miliyah shelo hiska l'man yirbu yimechem. However, the point of this halakha is to tell me that if you started saying the words l'man yirbu yimechem, and then, oh well, did I say b'chsaftam of, was I coming off of b'chsaftam of the first parak or the second parak? Once you start the man yirbu yimechem, and start lachs or the sark and the nakat vasa, you assume you say the man yirbu yimechem, you probably are in the second parak, because in the first parak it doesn't say the man yirbu yimechem. So therefore, you can assume you have the right to be makel in that case, but only in that case. Otherwise, you have to be machmir. To find out why you have to be machmir, I really believe that Allah is you should be machmir. Stay tuned for Ian to lead on coming up next.